My Spy was a theatrical release relegated to streaming with little fanfare because of lockdowns. The generation that grew up with such gems like The Game Plan, The Pacifier, and The Spy Next Door may have been prone to share the Dave Bautista-led movie with their children or younger relatives. But the former athlete/action star meets precocious child actor formula wasn't enthusiastically welcomed in 2020. My Spy: The Eternal City, an action-packed sequel set against the breathtaking background of Rome, transports viewers back to the world of JJ and Sophie. This 2020 follow-up to My Spy, which was directed by Peter Siegel, attempts to revitalize the franchise after the first film received unfavorable reviews and encountered financial difficulties. In this installment, Sophie and Dave Bautista's gruff CIA agent JJ set out on yet another action-packed, humorous, and emotionally charged trip. Audiences are treated to a mix of hilarious shenanigans and exciting spy action as the plot takes place in the Eternal City, guaranteeing a voyage that exceeds the standards set by its predecessor. Together with its ensemble cast, which includes Kristen Schaal, Ken Jeong, and Anna Faris, My Spy: The Eternal City aims to please viewers with its picturesque settings and lively performances, but it also wants to tie up loose ends and leave viewers excited for what happens to JJ and Sophie in any future installment. While Sophie and Colin, along with their classmates, participate in the annual show, David Kim is pursuing Nancy. Soon after, Sophie tastes two males she comes across, but is startled to learn it's Carlos and Todd. Todd describes how they managed to leave after Bobby threw the grenades, but how they managed to live. As JJ fights the bad guys in suits, one of them breaks free and flips the bomb's kill switch. JJ follows him around. Todd strikes Sophie in a different room, sending her sprawling to the ground, but Colin and Ryan save her. But Ryan departs suddenly, ending Sophie's crush on him. Colin remains by her side. Sophie defeats Colin and Todd in the ensuing brawl. Sophie receives a text from JJ telling her to leave the building, but she decides to find him on a scooter. JJ keeps after the man while holding the kill switch. Following a pursuit across the entire city, the villain takes down JJ and is ready to shoot him when Sophie steps in. When JJ gets better and defeats the villain, he discovers that the vehicle the villain was driving, which is now sinking into a lake, has a kill switch. JJ jumps out of the truck, but the car window is too narrow for him to reach the remote. When Sophie gets there, she grabs the remote and struggles to understand its buttons and numbers. A rescue squad shows up just in time after JJ stops the kill switch. Sophie gives JJ a relieved embrace after nurses haul him out of the water. In the meantime, Colin stops Nancy in the city by posing as her son, pleading with her to stay with him in Spanish. The crowd is moved by this, and the moms in particular start to dislike Nancy. When Colin's father, the chief, shows up, Colin learns that his father is actually a covert CIA agent rather than a nurse. Sophie gives JJ an apology for her actions and urges him to get back to work. In the meantime, Sophie and Colin kiss as Sophie realizes how much Colin has done for her. As the film comes to an end, JJ urges Kim run after seeing birds fly out of Kim's car and perch on him. This marks the humorous and lighthearted ending of the film. JJ and Kim are happy with their family.